On this episode of Street Rat Garage, we are going to revisit and eliminate our 1984-85 Dodge big block pickup truck. Now it's been probably 2 years, maybe a year and a half, maybe more, I don't know, since we got this running and kind of driving. Took it down the street, hooked up a gas can to it, clickety-clack fuel pump, drove it down the street, back, but we got it running and we got it back on its feet, and then we just let it sit here. So it's right back where it started from, and I don't have a real interest in this truck besides maybe pulling the engine out and putting it in another truck or a car, but maybe we should just pass this on along to somebody else who can and is willing to do something with it. So I have another YouTuber friend. His name is Dave. He runs Bulletproof Garage. You can go check his content out, but he likes the old Mopars, and he asked me a couple times about this truck. It's like I wasn't quite ready to get rid of it because I thought I was gonna, use it, part it out maybe, or do something with it. But he has an old Plymouth that I'm interested in, and maybe we can get that running and driving. Actually, I think it already runs, but new, fresh content for the channel is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So it's going to be out with the old and in with the new. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Like I said, this hasn't run, and I'm not 100% sure that it's going to run. Again, we may just have to pull it on the trailer, but either way, it'd be nicer since we got our new trailer. We haven't put our winch on the trailer, so we kind of, it'd be nice if it would run enough to get onto the trailer. That'd be great. All right, so I already did a couple things. I went and I had to steal a fresh battery out of the old police car to put that in there. It didn't have one. And this is our fuel delivery to our carburetor there. We're gonna have to hook up the old clickety-clack and then see if she's gonna crank over. All right, we got our hose clamp, hooking up our boat tank here. Tighten this guy down. Come on, get on there. Just so we don't have any fuel leaks. Yeah, that ought to do it. Now, let's get our boat tank all hooked up here, or wired into place, I guess I should say. And when I mean wired, I mean I'm just gonna stick these in between the terminals here and hope it stays there long enough to work. There she goes. He's running now. Let that prime just for a second. Shouldn't be that loud when the fuel's going through it. All right, there she goes. That's the way it should sound right there. Now, hopefully it doesn't overflood the carburetor. So give it a couple pumps there. Don't see anything coming out. Okay, well, make sure that doesn't fall over. We should be good to give it a start. Like I said, it hasn't started in a couple of years, but it ran when parked. So let's see what we have here. A few more pumps. Oh. What happened? Oh, we lost some power, something. I don't know what went wrong besides all of this hanky wiring. Oops, there went our fuel pump. Yeah, we don't need that right now. Let's just leave that off for a minute. Make sure we're not burning up any wires. There's so many frayed wires on this thing. Makes it kind of hard to see what we're doing. Okay, try that again, I guess. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, it's like it's losing, it's like it's losing power somehow. Give it another try. Man, that is weird. I'm gonna guess these connections, maybe the ground wire. That's in pretty bad shape. Positive looks pretty good. We might just be losing ground somehow. Yeah, that is a real mess. There's a little bit of drippage out of the carburetor, but should be okay. Oh, come on, crank over. Huh. Maybe we just have a bum battery. Let's add some more power to it. I mean, it seems like it was turning over okay, and all of a sudden it wasn't. So what do you have here? Only 11.6. That is kind of low. Ooh. Okay, try it again. Whoa, there she goes. Well, I guess that's a problem. She started right up though. Okay, now we don't have any, we disconnected our fuel pump, so we don't have any gas. Okay, let's get everything situated here. And our fuel tank kind of in here. Ooh, that's loud. So it doesn't fall and spill. And let's see if she'll move now. Wow, I don't know why it gets so, I got too much timing in it, don't I? I bet there's too much timing in this. Huh, that rough spot, you know, I never did time this properly, but that rough spot just feels like there's too much, it's advanced too far. So I can't remember which ways retard and which ways advance on the Dodge, but we turned it. Yeah, I don't think that was it. All right, I put it back, but I can only turn it so far. That must have been the problem. We got too much timing. Come on. We're just draining. We got too much compression. Oh my. Okay, fresh battery pack. Yeah, well, that did it. Well, we're running. Let's see if she'll move. Will she move? Oh, come on, brakes, let go. There we go. Now we're doing things. Do we have brakes? I should have tried that before. Oh yeah, it's got some brakes. Oh, not much. All right, well, she's a runner again. Belts are squeaky. It's not too bad. A little bit of a miss, but when she warms up, that'll probably go away. So all we have to do is get her on that trailer and we'll be home free. Oh, the belts are making so much noise. Hopefully that stops. Yeah, starting to sound a lot better now. Let's get her on the trailer. Whoa, that was too far over. That should work. Oh, now she won't turn off. I must have it hot wired. The distributor hot wired somehow. There she goes. Yeah, she's a little smoky. It hasn't been. It's just burning off all that old junk because it hasn't been run in a while. It's a little bit of a gas leak right there, but those seals will probably come around once they warm up. Move this out of the way. Make sure that smoke is just smoke and nothing more, because the first time I started this up, it had walnut shells, and there's still some right there. And she kind of caught fire there for a second from all those walnut shells and shavings that it had on the header. So just making sure that doesn't repeat itself, but everything looks pretty good. All right, we are currently loaded up and on our way back into town with the truck. So Everything's going well so far, so we're going to go drop this off and have a look to see what we're trading for. I actually traded pretty much sight unseen. I saw it online and said, yeah, I'll take that. So what could go wrong? All right, we are back, and I just come back from Bulletproof Garage, seeing old Dave and having a look around at his inventory. We'll probably have to go there one day and look at all his toys. He's got way cooler toys than I do. But again, just run over his channel, hit the like and subscribe button, and check out his content. I'm sure he would appreciate it. And this is what we got. Let's have a look around it real quick. You know, now I forgot the year, 79 or 80, is it 80? Plymouth, what is it? Plymouth what? I forgot. I already forgot what it's called, but my parents had a Dodge Aspen. I think it was a 78. Basically the same thing. I mean, it had the louver vents that were really cool on the side. I remember that, but I took my driving test in a car pretty much similar to this one. So it just had the stock rims on it. These have some the old school saw blades on it, and it had a different grill in it. Had the Dodge style grill in it instead of the Plymouth one. But yeah, this is basically what it was. It had 2 red stripes on it that were really cool. I don't know if I have a picture of that or not, but it's been a long time ago. 40-ish years ago, I would imagine. Well, not quite 40 years, 37 years ago. But this one, it has its spots. It's got some rusties right here, right there, a little bit right here. It's air cooled, so that's not so bad. A little bit of quarter panel, but this is the Midwest, you get that. So the bumper is still on the car. These have a tendency to rust the bumpers, and I think this one started. It's got some diamond plate over it, which not bad really. It's kind of cool, but they rust out in those areas. I'm sure that's why that patch is there. But this quarter panel is not so bad. This rocker has got its rust on it as well. So fender rust, but we're not too worried about this. This has the old slant 6 in her, and yeah, she's dirty on the inside just like we like it, but nice blue interior. Oh, what's the back seat look like? Oh, not so bad. It's got some rips and stuff in it. Oh look, 6x9s in the back deck with the carpet, house carpet on the back panel there. So that was a pretty common thing back in the day. You put your 6x9s and a little house carpet on there. So door cards are decent. Ugh, door shuts hard, as they all do. And it has the hood pins on it. This is automatic 5 horsepower per pin, so it's got both the pins in it, so that's 10 horsepower right there. Somebody tossed on some scoops that it wouldn't have had originally, but yeah, let's look at that monster in slant 6-cylinder. All right, there we go. This thing has been sitting, I should ask how many years, but judging from the debris, a very minimum of 5 to 7 years, a maximum of 10 to 15 years, but somewhere in between there, definitely. No license plate on the back, so we can't tell. These starters are so easy to get to. I mean, could you imagine having to replace a starter on that? No big deal, quick and easy. Now, the spark plugs, they're not bad, but yeah, no, I guess they're not too bad. It's pretty easy to do anything on this car. Fuel pump, I think, was a little hidey right down there, but it works. So we got a good fuel pump on there. This is just like the truck. There's a fuel line laying around here somewhere. There it is. So we're hooking up our gas can to that, but the original fuel pump still works on this thing. It's got the tiny carburetor on that. Look at that guy. Oh, is that a 1 barrel? I think that's a 1. I don't even think that's a 2 barrel on that dude. But yeah, is that a catalytic converter? What year is this? 80? Yeah, I guess it would have a cat. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a catalytic converter on one of these guys. So yeah, I guess that's what that is. Is there a fan? It's supposed to be a fan shroud on this? You would think so. It's a flexi fan. Not bad. You can't beat the old Leaning Tower of Power. That's so cool. They're pretty much indestructible. They just go and go and go. So not a bad little car, but she is filthy. Absolutely disgusting dirty. So you have to pull the little latch up there in order to get the door to close. But look, all this scale on there. Scale like that, easy 5 years, definitely. Those rims are jacked up. That's supposed to be chrome. It's not chrome anymore. So I'm gonna leave it on the trailer for right now. It's gonna make it easier for me to get to the lower part of the car. And I also need to clean off the trailer too. We got it pretty dirty, our brand new trailer. So let's go get the power wash. We have not done a time lapse. Have we done a time lapse with some music? Yeah, it's been a couple videos maybe. So we need to do that. We need a good music montage. Washing this car real quick, so let's get on it. All right, yeah, let's hit some music and wash this pig off. It's so nasty. Okay, it was so filthy, I ran out of gas in the power washer, which never happens. That's how long we had to run it. So let's have a look. It looks so much better. Now those doors, they've been replaced at one time and they just spray painted it white. Now with all the dirt off of it, we can see how badly it does not match. Now remember, those old Dodges, it wasn't really white. It was sort of this slightly creamish color. So I almost forgot about that until I saw this color on this guy. But you can see it, the color transition. This is the creamy color, this is the white color. So yeah, I imagine they replaced these doors because they probably looked a lot like this. So they put much solid doors on it. Somebody was trying to fix this up at one time. I mean, putting the scoops on it, the hood pins, and with the slant 6 in it, of course, and the saw blades. I gotta say, Michael J. Fox, 1985 era, Back to the Future sort of thing going on there. So probably when this car was originally built, and I don't know when it stopped driving, but it might have been a little bit longer than we had thought. So it just looks so much better all the way around, 1,000 times better. So there's some writing on the doors. Looks like they picked it up at a swap meet. Looks like it says $40 door, something about hood and scoop. Maybe they bought that hood with a scoop on it at the same place they bought this. I don't know. But definitely needs a new set of fenders. Did they have one that had a vent right here? I can't remember. Let me know, because that'd be cool. I'd almost like the Dodge grill in this, the old Aspen style. Or what did they make this also as? Didn't they make a Roadrunner? Didn't they make this body style have Roadrunner? That would be cool. And did the Roadrunner have the scoops on it? I'll have to look. I don't know, but wow, it looks about 1,000 times better. Did you see how nasty the hood was and how it came clean? But man, that fender is garbage as well. If we can find some cheap fenders, yeah, we put some on. You know what? I think that whole header panel is a little bit different than the Dodge. Or did the Dodge have square headlights or round headlights? Man, it's been so long since I've seen one of these. I can't even remember now, but that looks pretty good. Now we just have to do something about the interior. I think we'll take it off the trailer and start vacuuming it out. Oh, that door. And what else should we do? Should we comet wash this? Should we run over it again and then hit it with a buffer maybe? Maybe that'll make it pop a lot better. But it's starting to get a little bit late in the day, so looks like we're gonna wrap this up until tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and jump till tomorrow. Zip and back. So tomorrow, and I think what we're gonna do is hit it with the old buffer a little bit. The paint looks a lot better, but it is incredibly dull looking right now. And not that it really matters on this old car, but especially with the door like it is, we should make it look a little bit shinier just for fun. So let's see what we can do to make this pop out a little bit better. We got the old rubbing compound out here, and there we go. I just want to hit it a little bit and see what she's gonna look like. So smear that around. Just smack it a little bit. And then we'll do the whole car if this looks nice, I think. So I'm using a medium compound on it. There's not a whole lot of paint on here. I mean, we probably could use a heavy compound in order to maybe make some more patina, but this should be good enough. Yeah, it's already cutting through the paint on the medium compound right there on the edges. So we'll just work that in and bring some of that patina out there. So yeah, it's not great. It is definitely not great, but it's better, I guess. White, just not the easiest thing to buff out. You don't see as big of a difference as you would like black or red or something like that. But here is the result. It's still a little dull, really. It's just really hard to tell with this white. I don't even know if you can really see much of a difference there, but definitely looks better. It's going to look better once the whole thing's done. So yeah, let's hit it up on another time lapse and rip this off real quick. Well, that's one side done. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it definitely looks better. There's more shine on it, but there's not a whole lot of sunlight, so it's not glowing like it should, but maybe you can see some of the shine in there. Now, what I would like to do is, like this area right here, the paint is really thin. We'd kind of like to come in here and maybe comet wash some of this area and bring out a little bit more of this patina. You know, I like the patina. Man, I just wish the doors were the same color as the car. It's really throwing it off, because I can't shine that at all. It just took a little bit more of the ground in dirt off of it, but that's okay. The fender looks good. I just wish the sun was out so it'd clear off this paint a little bit better, but that's not bad. I think I'm gonna hit this with some comet wash right up here, and let's try to bring some of this out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and double down on this one. Not only are we gonna use the Comet, we're also gonna use the the green Scotch Brite pad right here, and this will really it's not bad. This is really gonna get in there and rip that paint right off of there. It is gonna peel a layer of skin back off of this and give us some of that unnatural patina. So, especially on the edge, those hard surfaces, those hard corners, you can rip that stuff right off. It's almost like wet sanding, really. It's crazy, especially with the Scotch Brite. So, all right, let's rinse it off and see what we have. There we go. Rinse that off real good. And really brought that out all in through there. And then we'll run the buffer across it, and it'll cut it even more. And hopefully it's gonna add a little bit of shine to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit a couple more spots, and we'll see what it looks like overall. All right, so I am back, and I might have got a little carried away on the wet sanding and the buffing, but this is what it looks like. And the sun just came out, so I wanted to shoot this real quick before we lose our nice glare. So this is what the roof I ended up with on the roof on this side. Not as much on that side, but can you see the shine in it? There was black underneath it here, and I actually kind of got all the way down to the middle on there, so we'll have to hit it with some wax or something to try to protect it a little bit better, but it came out pretty good. I went ahead and hit this side real quick as well, so even took the time to do the entirety of the roof. So these lines right here I brought out, and all this right here, it wasn't there before. I don't know if you can see it, but the paint is really thin there. If we ran over this top a couple more times with the Comet wash, it would definitely bring out more. But quarter panels, brought out some here, and it's real light here. We could bring out some more here and along here as well. So I think that looks pretty good. Now, what doesn't look pretty good is the interior of this car, not to mention the smell of who knows how many years. Man, I gotta go with longer than 10 years on this one. I mean, it's pretty bad. So the dashboard is okay. It's really dry and it started to crack. We'll just hit it with some of the old Black Magic with the silicone in it. Wow, it's absolutely filthy. The carpets are nasty. They really need to go. The only thing we're going to be able to do is just vacuum this whole thing. It's not going to look much better. We did get a few little things here with the car. You see that? That's one of our, what is that? Like a Dukes of Hazzard, almost like a trading card type deal back in the day. So it's kind of faded out, but it's still pretty cool that it remained here with the car. So they definitely had dreams of grandeur in that. And we got these old signs like that would have in the convenience stores above the like the coolers and what have you. We got some natural ice and some Mick Ultra, all that other fun stuff. These are cool. Little bud and glove station, whatever that means. So I guess you buy your gloves from there. So this all looks like it came out of some sort of convenience store. So this is some good man cave stuff that we can hang on to and throw up in our garage somewhere. You know, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should get some fire extinguishers too for the garage. That might come in handy later. Check that out. The dome light works. That's pretty cool. We'll start this up later. It runs okay, but first I'm just going to vacuum this out. I'll just hit it real quick. You don't have to watch that. And I'll throw some silicone up on these door panels and try to get some moisture back into these things before they just fall apart. The Black Magic, let that soak in real good, and it'll bring it back around. Okay, interior is all done, you know, just a vacuum, no big deal. So at least it looks better. There's no crumbs and junk floating around. I put the Black Magic silicone protectant on the dashboard, so I put it on nice and heavy, so that's gonna have to soak in for a good long time to make that a little bit more pliable so it doesn't break any more than it has. Door panels are all done, even the headliner, not the headliner, the sun visors here. The headliner's actually in good shape. This is like that cardboardish headliner stuff that it holds up. I mean, it was cheap, but it's incredibly durable. Just as long as it doesn't get wet, they're pretty good. I mean, the seats aren't very good shape, but we haven't heard this run yet. That's the only thing we haven't done. I already know it runs because I drove it on the trailer, but you guys haven't heard that. So let's fire up the mighty Slant 6 and get a little bit of that engine tone, shall we? Okay, so here's the part I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for. Does it run? Yeah, it runs. Like I said before, it runs. But how well does it run? Well, it has to suck off this gas can, just like pretty much 95% of everything that I own. So I'm gonna set that up there, kind of secure so it doesn't fall and burn down the car. And let's give it a few cranks and see that it will run and it will fire up. So just don't know how well. All right, we are ready to give it a try. Hopefully we have enough power in the battery. Oops. Hopefully we have a good connection to the battery, which we do not. Okay, old battery cables, bad connection, wiggle them around. Try it again. There we go. Yeah, wow, that started easy. I didn't even pump the gas that time. Let's listen to her run. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat a Slant 6. It just sits there and purrs. I mean, how can you beat that? Yeah, look at that rust hole. That's one of the problems of this car. It's got some rust on the subframe, so that could be an issue. But as it sits right now, man, it runs good. I know the transmission works. We're not going to take it down the street because there's no brakes. I mean, there's nothing. The only reason it stops is because one of the brakes drags a little bit. That's the only way I could get it on the trailer without crashing. But just listen to it. I mean, it just runs. It purrs. Listen to that leaning tower of power. So that is her in a nutshell. I didn't clean this one rim. I got tired of scrubbing on those rims and they're not very good shape. so they need to be replaced. So that one didn't get cleaned, but that one looked like that one, so that's what it comes out. But there's still a lot of rust and junk on there. So what are we gonna do with this car though? I mean, slant 6, keep it like that and drive it around. We could put that RV V8, that 360 in there, or we can rebody this to a 4x4 chassis. I've always wanted to do that. That would be pretty cool. And then we wouldn't have to worry about any of the rust that's underneath of it. Gasser, a 1980 Plymouth Gasser. I don't know. We're not putting the Hellcat engine in, so forget that. Whoever's starting that comment, we're not doing that one. That has to go in something way cooler. So let me know in the comments below, what should we do with this thing? Should we just sell it or maybe trade it off? I mean, we've been doing a lot of trading. Maybe we can trade this car off and get something else. But I'm gonna load it up. I'm gonna take it back to Street Rat Garage Worldwide headquarters, and it's gonna sit there until we decide what to do. So it's all up to you. So that is gonna wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.